I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 301. To save the future from an alien invasion, Spider-Man and his friends are going to need to travel back in time. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Hey, so full disclosure, I wasn't exactly excited to read this issue after the previous one, and a time travel story. Ugh, I'm so sick of these in Marvel right now. But let me tell ya, Chip Zdarsky missile drop kicked my expectations in the best way possible. You see, as we join the comic, Peter, Jonah Jameson, and his sister Teresa go to recruit younger Spider-Man to their cause. Now you're probably wondering, won't this do horrible, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum? Don't ask that question, it's not that kind of story. Young Peter, so early in his career, is understandably freaked out about these time-traveling friends of his. Moreover, he's pretty taken aback by the idea that, wait, in the future, Jonah Jameson will know who I am? Wait, I'll have a sister? And the feeling is pretty damn mutual, too. Jonah is shocked that he had a vendetta going so long against a frickin' child. He spent money on spider slayers. He slandered him day and night, and he was just a kid. The hero's plan is simple. To stop the alien invasion, they're going to have to stop the Tinkerer from making his first contact with that alien, but the hard part is going to have to be finding him first. Everyone has their own job to do. Young Peter and old Peter go around to mess up the usual suspects of supervillains, including young Dr. Octopus, Peter making note of the fact that, man, it was so much easier back then. All the while, both Spider-Mans trading quips with the villains and indeed each other. In fact, they go so far as to even beat up Norman Osborn the Green Goblin and reveal his identity to the police years before he was supposed to. Again, you're probably wondering, won't this mess with the future? The answer is, don't think about it, just have fun on the ride, and what a fun ride it is. Now, what's Jonah doing while all of this is going on? He hopes he can use the Bugle's resources to look up where Mason is hiding currently. This means confronting his younger self, and surprise, surprise, an egomaniac like Jameson hits it off wonderfully with his younger self. Although, I mean, in truth, Jameson has that whole Steve Martin thing going on where even when he was young, he was old. They even make a crack about how, man, I sure did age gracefully, didn't I? Jameson wants his younger self to hang out in the office for a little bit while he takes his place and does some very important research. He even gives some information about the woman he'll soon meet and fall in love with, before saying, hey, that photographer you hired, Parker, yeah, he's Spider-Man, stop hassling him, would you? The poor kid's got enough problems as it is. Now, if you can pick up your jaw from the floor, as I needed to do, the next part is also equally crazy. Who does Teresa decide to touch base with? Well, only the man who hired her for the CIA in the first place. Frickin' Nick Fury Sr., everybody. Being a gruff old spy, he doesn't trust her at first. That is, of course, until Teresa drops the names of a bunch of operations he's currently working on right now, as well as, I think I might be the daughter of the Parkers. And it's right there on that absolutely insane note the comic ends. So that's Spectacular Spider-Man number 301, everybody. And I gotta say, when I was ready to write this book off in the previous issue, boy, did they ever pull me back in. Do I think any of the crazy revelations and changes to the past they made in this issue are going to matter in the future? No, of course not. If anything, it ensures that the characters are going to have their minds wiped before it's all over. But that's kind of what works about it. Zdarsky isn't trying to make you think these events will matter. He's just playing around with time and having a lot of fun doing it. Characters have really deep, really insightful conversations, and getting to see these older versions confront their younger selves and contrast and compare to where they are now is, really enjoyable. And if getting to the good stuff means I have to swallow a story about time travel, the Tinkerer, and AI aliens, you know what? It was actually worth it this issue. This issue was a blast, and I think it'll put a smile on the face of even the most jaded Spider-Man fans out there, and oh boy do I know you're out there. I would give it an 8 out of 10, so that's Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on social media at Cape Joel, so you always know what I'm doing next, and hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please check out my book depository link down in the description. There you'll get a great deal on comic book trades, not have to pay a cent for shipping, and by using my link, you'll be helping support me and the channel all at the same time. You win, I win, everybody wins, right? So until next time, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.